What up, y'all? Welcome back to Yeah, I Said It, the podcast for all things sports, the podcast for the fans and by us, the fans. And today, we getting into it. Both national champions. We're gonna talk about the national championship games. We're also gonna give y'all the best national championship team we've ever seen with our eyeballs, not some 1970s, 1980s shit that we didn't get to see. So it's pretty much the 1990s on.
Hey! I done seen some '80s shit.
Hey, man, you hey, you're the only one that's gonna be able to do that. But
old, they can relate.
Yeah, they can relate to you. So,
Let me relate to the old niggas.
We got some old timers that watch the pod. We got some old timers.
Must be Darius and John.
And we're gonna give y'all our top 5, 3, 4, 5 quarterbacks in this year's draft, man. It's that time, man. Next. Oh, yeah, I said it sports. Subscribe, y'all. Please subscribe and comment down below. Talk to us. What's up? What up, family? Welcome back to Yeah, I Said It, the podcast for all things sports, the podcast for the fans and by us, the fans. You saw the intro. It's the fellas just today, the fellas and fellas only today. What up, y'all?
What up, man? Glad to be back.
Man, let's get into it, man. I mean, we can start off with the men, man. National championship. Went on the last night, and UConn went back to back, man. I mean, this is a big time feat, man.
Did everybody pick UConn to win it though in our group?
Pretty much originally, yeah. Then I switched my pick to Purdue because I thought that they was going to I thought that they were going to feed the big man, which they did, but it wasn't enough because they didn't have enough to compete.
He ran out of gas, man.
Hey, he tried. I forgot what he finished with. Didn't he finish with like 20?
He had like 35.
Yeah.
He had a double. Like he was like the third player, like Luau / Kareem, and somebody else did that shit.
Yeah,
I think he ended up with like 37.
Yeah, he did his thing. But they ran out of gas, man. I mean, is that what y'all saw? Did y'all see the big man ran out of gas and UConn was just too much? Or y'all saw something?
I seen that, but I also seen he didn't have no fucking help, bro. Like, none of those dudes was really, like, the Jones dude got in foul trouble in the first half. The Lil Smith dude, he couldn't bang with, like the dude that won MVP. I can't think of his name, man, for UConn. But you know what I'm saying? Dude was just shitting on him. Yeah, Lil Smith, man, he was having them miracle threes, but other than that, he was the only one. 80 was the only one working, bro. Everybody else was taking up space, man. He didn't have no help,
man.
In my opinion, I mean, he had 50% of the team's points.
That's how they play them.
In my opinion, I saw the same calm, cool, and collected UConn I've been seeing all year. It didn't matter. They knew that Edie was gonna get his. They kept all them other guys because Purdue averaged like 8 3-pointers a game hitting. I think they only took 7 3-pointers in the whole game. I think they only hit like 1 or 2 of them. UConn just played their game, man, like they've been playing all year. They never looked like they was worried about nothing. They wasn't never worried about the score. Everybody just went out there to hoop, and they knew what time it was. Them boys end up winning big again, double digits against everybody in the tournament, bro. That's crazy.
That is amazing, dog. That is amazing. For them to win by double digits, man, that's just like
it's ridiculous, bro.
And back to back. Yeah, and I'm just saying, and back to back. And the crazy part about it is most people don't know a lot of the dudes on their team. And aren't they favored to win it again next year?
I don't know.
Like the
Early favorite, yeah.
the early favorite to win it again next year? Because a lot of the guys they had still get to come back, right? Or are probably going to come back, more likely than not.
Man, they big need to go ahead and go and do the one MVP. He should go ahead and go. I think he only a sophomore.
Yeah, I mean, what you gonna do, bro? Like, what are you gonna do? You know. So it is what it is, man. Blair, did you see pretty much everything? You got anything else to say that we didn't say already?
No.
Yeah. Moving on to the women's game.
Hold on. Do you feel like Dan? I mean, you think Mr. Hurley out coached Buddy? What's his name? Something with a P.
Yeah. I would say so. I say
because it was like if I don't know if everybody else watched the whole game, but it looked like the first few minutes, it looked like Purdue was gonna do their damn thing with Edey. Like he catching lives and just bullying them dudes. When they came out the second half, I seen a little bit of double team down in the paint, and then he was like turning the fucking ball over left and right, and just what I'm saying. He was having so many damn travels. Just getting nervous from the double team and shit. Like, I think they changed up a little bit of game plan, and they was motherfucking the pace of the floor changed too. Second half, they was running, so old Buddy was getting tired, even though he was getting back. But he's really known to get a lot of offensive boards. They killed him on the boards. You got a motherfucker that's 7'4", and they killed him on the boards.
I think that the whole game went UConn's pace. That's why he burnt out after like the first 10 minutes of the game. For real.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Yeah. I agree with you.
The starting center for UConn had 2 fouls, and the black kid came off the bench and caught 2 fouls early too, and it still didn't matter.
Oh, the skinny dude that was catching lives too?
Yeah.
Yeah.
He was too tired to keep up with the pace, man, and they was like, hey, this is perfect. Hey, if let's go 70 and beat us, we were supposed to lose.
Facts.
Good point.
What you gonna do? And then, I mean, yeah, I'll say he outcoached them. I think what their coach does and what he does a great job of is sticking to their strengths, and nobody got them about what they do on every game. Like, you got to force them to adjust to you. So I think he had a great game plan, and he went out there, they executed, and they won the game. I mean, Zach tried, and they had to do some adjustments around Zach, but nobody else they had to do an adjustment around because they just wasn't good enough. They wasn't on that level. So,
hey, last quick question before we move over to the women. Do y'all think his game can really transition to the NBA now that we've seen it on the big stage with the best of the best?
I do, but I think that he still has to develop as a big man. I do. I think his game does translate. I think his defense can translate. Now, they're just going to have to play him like how they did like later on Shaq. Like, run this bad boy, tire big man out so he don't feel like playing defense at the end of the day. Like, I feel like his size, his defense is going to translate. His rebounding is going to translate. And the fact that he's only like 21, 22, great. He got 4 years of learning, and he's still learning. He just started playing basketball like 6-7 years ago. So
yeah.
Like, I feel like his game is going to translate. I feel like he's going to be like I don't want to say that name. I'm gonna just say this. I say he's going to be good enough to get to the NBA and to do some things. And depending on how he develops, he's going to have to develop like a hook shot or a jump shot to be able to expand his game outside, away from the rim. Then I think offensively, and of course, he got to develop his passing.
I don't think he need to lead the paint though, for real, bro. Like some motherfuckers, that's what he do.
Well, I understand that. What I'm saying is he's gonna have to develop like a back to the basket, turnaround hook shot, back to the basket.
Yeah. And see,
Game.
that's where the coaching gonna come from. Like if he get let's just say Elijah Wan is on the coaching staff or something, bro. His footwork get better. He gonna be all right down there.
Yeah. Yeah.
I think if he don't get quicker, I don't know how good it's gonna translate. He has very slow feet.
Yeah.
And I feel like a lot of the stuff that he get, not saying that he's not talented by any means, but I think a lot of the stuff that he was getting is because of the gargantuan size that he has. But I just feel like his feet is so slow, man. He can be big, but in the NBA, especially now, you can't just be big. This nigga Shaq was big as hell. This nigga had some of the best footwork you ever gonna see on a big man. Joel Embiid. Joel Embiid's not the fastest. He's faster than Zach Edey, and he has impeccable footwork. So I don't know, man. I feel like it's one of them things where you just gonna try it and see if it worked, type of thing.
Yeah,
I don't know if it's like a sure thing.
Yeah, but I don't know if we have amazing big men in the league. It's not a lot of athletic big men in the league that's like that. To where he's going to have.
That's what I'm saying.
Yeah,
they footwork be crazy though.
Yeah, their football, their footwork is crazy. Yes.
He's slower than all of these things.
Yeah, he's slow as molasses,
Yeah,
bro.
I feel like his floor. I don't know where his ceiling is just yet, but I feel like his floor will be like Sean Bradley.
Sean Bradley?
Like his floor, like the worst he can be is Sean Bradley. Is how I feel.
The worst he could be.
I feel like the worst he will be is Sean Bradley.
Do you think he could be a consistent starter in the NBA?
Yes.
I don't think he could.
Rudy Gobert? No Rudy Gobert takers. Rudy Gobert.
I'm not super impressed with his defense like Christian.
No, what I'm saying, I think it will translate, and the more he plays, the better he's going to be. I feel like he's definitely going to need some development. He's not going to hit the ground running. He's just going to be like, I'm averaging 15 and 5 blocks. I'm not saying that. What I'm saying is it's going to be a slow climb, and whoever gets him has to understand that he just started playing basketball, and you're going to have to slowly develop him to be where you want him to be. And I feel like his floor will be a Sean Bradley, like somebody that is serviceable, going to play, going to be a starter, but he's not a star at all.
I don't know. His floor is Adam Morrison.
Right.
Damn.
Flat out terrible. He could just be flat out terrible.
Damn. I don't.
Because he's still a project. He's still a project.
You're right. I agree with that part. I definitely agree with that part. I was going to shift over to the women, but we can go ahead and do this topic now. What is the best national championship men's basketball team that you've ever seen? With your two eyes, with your peepers. What is the best men's national championship team? And they had to have won a national championship. That is the criteria here. So you cannot include the North Carolina team with Vince Carter on it and da. No, because they did not win it.
The best college basketball team ever is the 2002 Maryland Terrapins Sports League. Juan Dixon, nigga, the front row side.
Nah.
No, man, that's a tough question.
Hey, one of the fans waiver said UNLV.
UNLV, that's a good team.
That's a good one.
Larry Johnson, Greg Anthony.
That team, I don't know, that UNC team with Raymond Felton and Sean May and them boys.
Yeah.
See, that's the one I was going back with, but I chose a different team.
That's tough. That's a tough one.
It is a tough
Who else
one
had a really good squad?
because that Sean May team. I'm not gonna lie.
They had Rashad McCants too, didn't
They
they?
had Mashad McCants, Raymond Felton, which I seen a podcast
They
where
had old boy from Cleveland
Marvin
too. I
Williams was
forgot
on
his
that
name.
team.
Marvin Williams. Marvin Williams had all the tools, man.
Yeah, Marvin was a beast.
He just didn't know how to put it together, man. He just did, if he would have ever been able to just put it together, he could have been something special. But I went with the 2001 2001 Duke Blue Devils. As much as that pains me to say that.
But they went undefeated, didn't they?
I had to go. I don't think so. I think they went that year they went 35 and
That's
35
El
and 4.
Brand and them, right?
No.
I mean,
That's Jay Williams, Mike Dunleavy, Shane Battier, Carlos Boozer, Chris Dunn. That's that team. So,
I don't know, man.
That's what I went with. That's the one I went with. I mean, because they had how many?
That
3,
Kentucky
4,
team
5.
was
That's
stacked, bro.
Chris Duhon too, because Chris Duhon was tough. He was tough, but the one that for me was Jay Williams, because Jay Williams was nice, like he was like that until he got in a motorcycle accident. But before then, he was like that. He was giving everybody buckets. He averaged like 21. Let me look up. He averaged 21. Shane Battier averaged 19. Dunleavy averaged 12. Nate James averaged 12. Carlos Boozer averaged 13 and 6. Chris Duhon averaged 7. Like they had them a nice little squad, man. I like that squad, and I couldn't get away from it. I almost went with the North Carolina squad, but I was like, I can't. Jay Williams for me took it over the top, man. He was different. He was different at that point in time. He was at that time when he first came. He was fast. He was athletic. He had it all for me. So, which explains why he was the number 1 overall pick. But or number 2, whatever.
It was number 1.
Yeah, it was number 1 overall pick. But that's who I got. You know.
What that nigga doing?
I don't know who you got, Sean. I know, waiver on the game. You talking about UNLV, which is a good pick. UNLV.
For me, I would say because it was like the battle of everybody just being dogs. I would have to go with Grant Hill and Preston Laettner, bro, and the miracle shot. You know what I'm saying?
94.
Yeah, I would definitely.
No, that'd be 92. That'd be 92. 92.
Yeah,
because they won back to back. They won in 91 and 92.
Yeah, I would go with that squad.
That's a good squad. 92, they went 34 and 2. It's a tough one. What say you, Blair?
I don't know, man, because I was. Geez. Who won? So Vince didn't win. Didn't they win one?
No,
they lost.
They lost. I think they lost in the Final Four that year. That would have been like 19. What I say? Was that like 98 or something like that?
There's Antoine Jameson.
No, yeah, like when North Carolina was in the Final Four and they lost. I think they lost.
I think that was 96.
Yeah, because 96 Kentucky won it, right, and that's when they had Rick Pitino as their coach. That might have been 96. Kentucky won it in 96. But no, they didn't win one. The one that they won was in 93.
93. So what team am I thinking of?
The Sean May team, the 2005 one with Roy Williams.
Yeah.
I think that's the main thing.
Maybe so. Yeah.
Sean May, Raymond Felton.
That's the one you thinking of. Because right after that, Florida won back to back. Then Bill Self got it. And then North Carolina got another one.
Okay. Then who would it be? Hold on, let me look it up. Quick. Pick one of my teams. And see, cut all this out.
I forgot about
I forgot about this Kentucky team I like too with Tony Delt, Antoine Walker, and Ryan Mercer.
Mm-hmm. I looked at them too. What was that, like 1995? 6? That was the 96 team. Wait a minute, what was the 98 team that Tubby Smith won with? I forgot who was on that.
Oh
squad.
man, they had Kenny Anderson, boy. Oh my God.
Yeah.
That was one of my favorite players, especially when he was with the Cavs. Him and not Bobby Fields, but Bobby Fields before he died.
Mm.
Okay. Let me see. Team FU teams.
That Flounder be bust.
telling you, Juan Dixon, 2002.
Juan Dixon in Maryland, yeah.
Telling
Yeah, that
you,
was a
bro.
good team. I'm gonna go UCLA in '95. Why not?
Oh, yeah, I like that squad too. You right. That's one of the reasons why, for real, like I really started liking college basketball because of UCLA. No Bennett brothers, though. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. Bennett brothers, yeah. Yeah, that was a big time.
Lie. What about that Florida team, man?
That beat Ohio State?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, because you
Because
got Joe
then
Kim.
Noah,
Al Horford and Al Horford.
yeah.
Them boys was good as fuck.
Yeah, they won back to back. That's
man, look at who they beat. They beat 3 guys that was in the first round of the draft, bro.
Mm-hmm.
Hey.
Odin, Conley, and Cook.
Mm-hmm. Mike
So do
Conley
y'all want to
still
know
playing.
who is?
Yeah, Mike Conley still playing.
ESPN has the #1 ranked team as
I killed the teammate.
the 99 Huskies.
I like that with Rick.
UConn?
Yeah.
Yeah, with Rip.
Yeah, that was a good team.
Yeah, what's old buddy named the point guard? It was kind of burly, like kind of.
Oh, goodness gracious!
Man, what's dude name? Yeah, he was nice though.
Oh, goodness gracious! What is his name? Khalid Elamine.
Yep, there you go.
Yeah, Khalid Elamine. Yep, Richard. Yeah, Rip Hamilton. Yeah, I remember that squad.
What about them damn Wildcats though? Arizona with Luke Walton and Miles Simon and all them boys.
I mean, you can keep going, man. You can keep going. It's a lot of them. It's a lot.
Villanova team got 3 niggas in the league right now.
Mm-hmm. Facts.
Who's the best? The best is the Maryland Terrapins.
And you gonna stand on that?
Standing on it.
Hey, I still got the Duke squad with Jay Will, but you know, it is what it is. But moving on. So the ladies' national championship game, which I think 14 million viewers.
Big shout out to South Carolina.
Big shout out to South Carolina. We watched that game. It was a good game. Caitlin Clark came out ready to smoke everything, pulling them from deep, doing everything she could until South Carolina said, enough. I can't take this shit no more. And start
Silence.
putting the gas on them. Hit that gas accelerator. They got the lead and never looked back. It was a great game, man. I've seen a lot of people, still want to say that Caitlin Clark is the greatest women's basketball player of all time just because she drew the eyeballs in. And that makes no damn sense. But whatever. Y'all watch the game, man. How'd y'all feel about it, man? I mean,
I love it.
I think, I loved it too. Nobody here had Iowa winning it all. Everybody had South Carolina winning it. And I think they're gonna win it again because that squad is ridiculous. And I think Connecticut gonna have something to say about it though next year too. But what y'all think about that game, man? That game was awesome. I watched every second.
Yeah, me too. The game was great. Shout out to both teams. Caitlin Clark has still did her thing, especially in that first quarter. It's just like, hey man, it's tough. It's always been tough for her to win a championship because the rest of her team is not that good. And as far as the whole GOAT thing, nah, she's not the greatest. I do feel like if you're going to be the greatest at something, then you have to win at the highest level. But it does not minimize the impact. You talking about impact. Yeah, she's probably had the biggest impact on women's basketball since the inception of the WNBA. So shout out to her for that. But hey, Raven was out here to prove something to niggas this year. She was like, hey, you embarrassed me last year. I'm not going for that jump this year. I'm in your face stuff, a lot of stuff that people would deem stupid. She's doing it, putting her hand almost touching her in the eyeball. Like, bruh, anything I can do. She was poking at the ball the whole time. And I felt like Caitlin Clark also, especially in the last like 3 games, I felt like sometimes she too passive. Like a few times where I'm like, oh yeah, she need to take that. She need to take that. She was looking for somebody and her team wasn't coming through. So it's all about big Gamecocks and big Dawn Staley repping.
Facts. Yeah, man, that game was awesome, man. I just didn't see how Caitlin Clark was going to be able to pull that one off. And I feel it. And Caitlin Clark has done so much for the women's game so far. And I don't want to shortchange this. It's her and Angel Reese. Everybody giving it all day flowers to Caitlin Clark. It's her and Angel Reese did this. Because last year, the controversy with Drew the Eyeballs was Angel Reese giving her back her own shit. So that brought the eyeballs because it showed like, oh, y'all out here competing. So, but I just want to get that out there because everybody's just giving it all to Caitlin Clark like Angel Reese didn't have nothing to do with it. She's definitely a big part in the eyeballs being drawn to the women's game as well. But yeah, man, Caitlin would just South Carolina was just too much, dog. That's a mountain. That's a mountain one too far. You couldn't climb, dog. It's just one too many. One too many. And as far as the whole GOAT debate, I know we had that last week. She's not. Listen, she's not in the conversation. Stop saying that because she drew eyeballs. That don't mean a goddamn thing. Now, influence on the game, yes. But as far as the GOAT, listen, stop that. Just stop. Just stop. Don't be disrespectful. I do want to ask y'all this. So on the broadcast, who was it? I think it was Diana Taurasi and
I seen that Sue Bird.
And Sue Bird. And
yeah,
they
that shit was
said,
live. I like that.
yes, I love that. And this is my thing. A lot of people are like, oh, why they hating on, because the question was asked, like, what is she in for next year when she when she comes to the WNBA? And they was like, oh, it's a rude awakening. She gonna find, basically she gonna catch her issue when she gets to the league, right? And it's a different level, is what they were saying. And people are mad because they said they was talking their shit, and they was like, oh, she's still in college, she's just a kid. I gotta say this, I gotta get this off my chest. Shut the fuck up. Y'all on that bullshit. This is about competing. These is competitors. These are now her temporary. These are her contemporaries. They don't give a fuck about what she done. That was great. What you did in college, that was great. That was cute. This ain't college. You think I'm about to sit up here and be like, oh, she gonna get here, she's just gonna hoop me.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't understand. And they're like, I was watching the podcast, they're like, man, I hope she get there and she just start hooping them. I'm like, do y'all know who y'all talking to? Diana Taurasi now, nigga. Do y'all understand who she is? Do you understand who Diana Taurasi is? Like, the disrespect of the
Me
women.
personally think Diana done lost a couple steps, bro. But
Yeah,
I got you.
I understand, but y'all also got to understand that she a competitor too, bro. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, come on, bro.
See, this is a result of the fucking participation trophy era. I ain't never known nobody to come through. And don't get me wrong, these players big up other players all the time.
Right.
But like you said, what am I supposed to say? I'm supposed to be like, I don't know no player that's just like, oh yeah, I went to the league. Oh yeah, it was a cakewalk. Like, oh yeah, I just went and I just beat everybody all the time, and I did everything that I did when I was at the lower level. No, because when you get to the next level, everybody good. Everybody says that.
Mm-hmm.
So it shouldn't be a problem that she said that. I'm sure they tell all of the players that. It's not just going to be a rude awakening for Caitlin Clark. It's going to be a rude awakening for all them girls that get drafted.
Period. And y'all, I don't know
what y'all think Angel Reese gonna do in the WNBA.
I think they both gonna do well. I think Caitlin Clark. I think they're gonna make sure Caitlin Clark still does her thing. You know what I'm saying? Like, she gonna get her shots because she's bringing eyeballs to the game. But also,
I don't think so.
I think they'll both.
I think they are.
I think they'll both be kind of a work in progress that we'll have to see. I was more confident when Stewie was going like, oh yeah, when she get to the league, she gonna ball out type shit.
Mm-hmm.
Asia was like, yeah, she gonna ball out. I feel like, and don't get me wrong, I feel like Caitlin Clark is one of the best offensive players we probably ever seen play the college game.
Mm-hmm.
I also feel like she took a lot of shots because she was the only person on her team that was worthy of taking a lot of shots.
Right, yeah.
So I want to see what it looks like when you not always the super focal point, because you ain't just going to be in the league just taking 25, 30 shots a game every night. And who they said she might get drafted by the Fever?
Yep. They're saying that they got the first pick, and they're already advertising that she's going to be the first overall pick. Caitlin is going to be the first overall pick.
And then they got Aaliyah Boston too, who going to demand that ball.
Mm-hmm.
So,
you dumping it down to Aaliyah Boston.
Yeah, so I want to see how it's going to translate and when people going to be able to, because what she also going to have to figure out how to do is make her game more all around, because by the end of these 2 years, you know, hey, if she going left, this is what she doing. If she going right, this is what she doing. So I want to see how that's going to translate to Angel Reese. I feel kind of like what I was saying with Zach Edey with the slowness part. I feel like she's a tad slow.
Mm-hmm.
I feel like she's a great rebounder.
Mm-hmm.
I also feel like she got a lot of her points just because she was taller than a lot of the girls.
Mm-hmm.
And over them, getting them rebounds. She get a lot of putbacks. She ain't really got like no
Offensive
game.
game. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? She ain't going down there, giving niggas no real post moves or nothing like that. If they throw it down to her, she gonna dribble once or twice. She gonna either try to turn left or turn, and that's just it. Hope she get fouled. So I want to see how that's gonna translate too. I think they'll both be successful. I want to see if they'll keep it to the level that they was at in college, because I don't know.
Yeah, I'm not sure if they're going to be able to keep it to the level that they were at in college. I will say that they're going to find out and catch their issue, because whatever it is that you don't do well, these women at this level, they're going to exploit that. They're going to exploit that every time. And that's what it means to be professional. And they're going to exploit you like, oh, she don't play defense? Oh. Ball.
This whole class done lived up to the hype so far.
Oh,
so
yeah.
They definitely got the potential to keep doing what they've been doing.
Yeah.
For sure.
Yes. Most definitely. Most definitely.
What if Kaylin get to the WNBA and lay a dub, bro?
Hey, it is what it is, bro. It happens.
Are we still gonna have the eyes like Chris said? Are they still gonna have interest in the WNBA if she lay a dub?
I think she should. I think you should, because I think she was just the focal point of the whole women's basketball movement. Like Chris was saying, Angel Reese is a part of that. South Carolina Gamecocks and Don Staley is a part of that. Gino and UConn is a part of that. Like,
yeah,
Juju Watkins is a part of all of that. Like, people is paying attention to all of these girls now. The motherfuckers talking about Haley Van Lith. We would have never talked about Haley Van Lith. We ain't really talk about this girl none. And she was at Louisville killing. Now everybody wondering, where's she gonna go next after she played terribly. So I think the eyes will still be there. I just feel like, hey, they'll talk about her like any other dud. They'll be like, dang, she went to the WNBA and laid an egg.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I don't think she's gonna like a dud.
I don't think she's gonna do that.
But I agree with Darius that a lot of people, like, they are now tuned into the women's game, and you get to see, what these women can really do, and they get to build their fan base. And you get to see a Juju Watkins, do her thing, and still dropping 30 even though that she took a loss. And you see she took that shit to heart. She cried about it.
Yeah. Juju coming back. Juju gonna be a sophomore for a while.
Y'all think that shit should change too, though? Because the women can't leave after their freshman year. Y'all think that shit should change?
No,
no.
I think so, bro.
I don't know, because remember how niggas felt like how bad the league was watered down when they changed it for the men?
Yeah.
I feel like,
I mean, they can have they don't have no G League or nothing like that for the ladies.
Mm-hmm.
I know. So that's why I feel like the WNBA can't afford for something like that to flop.
Mm-hmm. I still think they got a couple more years before they'll be able to open up the floodgates like that. Like, you got a couple more years to develop the players that you have in the league.
And now them girls want to stay anyway because of NIL and shit. So
because they making money. And they in commercials. Like, I'm seeing Juju doing commercials, a freshman in college getting paid.
Yeah, they're making real money too.
Yeah, like, they're getting paid. So I don't think I don't think it's a thing where they like, oh, I want to go to the league. I mean, you seen Gino talking about Juju should need to go to the NBA, the WNBA, because he's like, man, what you got to do here? You know what I'm saying? Which, coming from him, Yeah, exactly. Come from him, I understand. He like, I don't want to play. I don't want to see you no more. I've already seen you once. I don't want to see you no more. You can go over there with them because you don't need to be down here with me. I'm trying to win another chip before I get up out of here. You know what I'm saying? And if you staying here, what that mean for me? You gonna come to my school? Then I'll be cool with it. You know what I'm saying? Like,
I'm trying to get Big Page one real quick.
you know what I'm saying? That's what he's thinking. Like, I'm trying to get Paige one. Like, come on over here with Paige. I'm cool. That'd be a lethal combination. You know what I'm saying? Because listen, Juju, that girl she got it. She got it.
Hey man, I don't want to be the one to seem like I always arguing, but I don't see it, bro. Like
And Juju,
In Juju?
yeah, I mean, she nice, but I don't see like
yeah.
I don't see like the second coming of nobody. Like she nice.
I don't think
She
nobody
baby Maya.
Yes. I feel like
She is Maya, bruh. I'm trying, bruh.
Her offensive game is crazy, especially for her to be a freshman.
To be, bruh.
Her and bro, watch what I tell y'all. Watch how full Wiley do in her sophomore year. Now I'm telling you.
You talking about the point guard for South Carolina?
Yes, watch
Man,
what she
listen.
do now. Watch
That girl
what she
got
do now. I'm gonna tell you.
That girl got game, man. That girl got game. Like hey.
Watch what I tell you now.
First game, Magic is tweeting like, "Hey, man, this girl, she better than some point guards in the league, like the NBA."
I'm telling you. It's nasty handle, and she got flair with it. Oh,
man, listen,
it's about to get crazy,
bruh. It's about to get crazy. Y'all got people got us continue to watch the women's college basketball from here on out because these girls got game. And they ain't afraid to short it. Now that they got personality with it, they're not just out there just passing it like at it. Because I feel like that's what they were missing a lot of the times. I understand like the dunking aspect and all the other stuff. Yeah, that's cool. But they was missing personalities. And they get to put their personalities in it, and they get to be flashy with it. Like, what's the last woman that you done seen doing behind that back passes like it's a basic pass for her? Like, you know what I'm saying? She like Jason Williams. Like, she be out there doing her thing. Like, and that shit is exciting, man. That brings eyeballs to the game. And Juju, I'm telling you, man. I heard somebody say Maya, and I was like, you know what? I gotta agree. She is like a baby Maya. I don't know where you looking, Shawnee. You know how I feel about Maya. Mama, girl.
Yeah, fuck no.
Listen. I ain't gonna hold you. This girl, she got it, bro. I'm trying to tell you, Sean. I don't know what you're saying. There she on.
No, she nice. I'm not discrediting her. Don't get it confused. I'm just saying I don't. You know how motherfucker be like the John Walls they freshman year, shit like that. Like I don't just like even when Daquan Cook came out, not knocking him, but I didn't see like no motherfucking no future all-star, which he wasn't. Like I'm like, damn, what's the hype for? Like I'm trying to see
for the 27-7, nigga.
Man. I don't know. Y'all might be right. I ain't gonna say y'all wrong. I wish her well. I mean, she a little cutie, you know what I'm saying? Little girl could be my daughter. But motherfucking, I just don't see like her changing the game type shit. Like, I see her being nice.
Yeah, I feel you.
Yeah, that's all I'm saying. I just don't see her on no superstardom. Like, I see her being nice. Don't get it twisted. I don't see no superstardom.
I definitely. She's already a superstar. She's already a superstar, Sean.
Man, hell nah.
She's already a superstar. She got commercials. She already a superstar.
Man, Flage, I ain't knocking Flage. Flage got commercials, my nigga.
You right, and Flage right. And she should have been guarding Caden Clark the whole game anyway. And they run
Juju better than Flage, man.
Yep, I agree on that.
I agree. Different, man.
Yeah, Juju better than Flage. But
I agree with that one.
With the Flage should have been guarding. Julia, hey, I'm gonna ask y'all this. Who was the better player for LSU in the tournament? Angel Reese or Flage?
I'm gonna go with Flage.
I'm gonna say Flage, man. Flage was the
Angel
better
Reese was,
player.
man, she was dropping the ball sometimes, bro. She was just like a rebounder. She turned into, I ain't gonna say Dennis Rodman, but she turned into a just a rebounder for real. Intimidator. She just became motherfucking a Broad Street bully.
Yeah, and a shot blocker.
Yeah, she just became defense like, and ain't nothing wrong with that.
I'm about to say, there ain't nothing wrong with
Flage,
that.
I think she stood up.
Yeah, I think it was definitely Flage throughout the tournament. That's not even close for me. But
I wouldn't go that far.
it's not.
I wouldn't say it ain't close, but I would definitely say it's very. I don't know.
Throughout the tournament?
I don't know the term I want to use. Yeah, the tournament. I would. I'm definitely giving it to Flage, bro.
I feel like Flage saved their ass every time. Damn near.
Yeah, man, it was very exciting though. Overall, the ladies did their damn thing.
Yeah, it was a wonderful time.
Most viewed basketball game since 2019.
Yes. Which is
Damn.
crazy.
Nuts.
Crazy. But gotta move on. I'll say that for next week. Top 5 picks.
Say it with the chest.
Top 5 quarterbacks in the NFL draft this year. Yes, we are giving you, it is that time of year. It is the NFL draft. It is at the end of this month. So we got to give y'all our top players at each position. Right now, this week, we're just going to give you the quarterbacks. And starting next week, we're going to start giving you multiple positions that we have as the top players all the way up until the draft comes. All right. If you've paid attention to us over the years, we've given you offensive and defensive players of the year when they go to the NFL. Trust me when I say we ain't got no allegiance to any team. Just because he went to Old State don't mean I'm going to be like he's the number one player. It is who is the best player at this position.
Not this year.
Especially not this year. Because that nigga's at Syracuse. And he's no good. So.
I disagree.
I want y'all to give me y'all top 5 quarterbacks going into this year's NFL draft. And I'm going to start with Blair. Because Blair has been quiet. I want Blair to get his off and nobody take his players so he ain't got to miss. So go ahead and give us your whatever you got. If you only got 3, if you only got 4 or 5, it's up to you, baby. Give us your top.
So the only dudes I really know about is Caleb Williams. I know they think he's like supposed to be number 1. Caleb Williams. I think that's who they think Chicago's supposed to draft. So we'll see on that one. Drake May from North Carolina. I guess that was pretty good day. And I guess the dude, Jaden Daniels from LSU.
Mm-hmm. So if anybody that don't watch or has not been watching this podcast over the years, Blair doesn't believe in no quarterbacks until he sees it. Okay, so
negatory, brother. JJ McCarthy, I know he coming out because we won a national championship. JJ look real good out here in these streets, guy. I definitely don't care. No, I don't believe in nobody until they hit the scene, bro. This is all nothing to me. Every year.
I look at Chris Rashad's face every time they say national championship.
Yeah, it's cool. We won national champions, baby.
It's been a long time.
I take it. Let's go blue.
Yeah.
Oh shit.
There we go. All right.
I ain't wearing nothing blue for the rest of the month. Fuck Blue Jeans.
That's cool, brother. Ain't nothing wrong with that. Do what you got to do.
Oh, shit.
That was funny.
Sean, give us your top 5, man.
I would go with Caleb Williams, Drake May, Daniels, Michael.
Mhm.
I like Bo.
Don't forget McCarthy.
I do like McCarthy. He's a winner. He's a proven winner. But there's something about Spencer that I like. There's something about Spencer. And I also like the kid from Kentucky. I can't think it's and I also like the dude. Matter of fact, I'm gonna go there. Damn, JJ and this guy is a tie. Can I do a tie?
You do a tie?
Okay, I'm gonna go with JJ and Slovis. Y'all probably ain't hip to Slovis. He went to USC, then he transferred to Pittsburgh, and then BYU. And I'm doing this off the top of my head. I'm right here, just in case motherfuckers be like, man, this nigga on this phone and so I'm on my phone. But anyhow, yeah, I like the Slovis. I like the Slovis dude. But man, Williams is I don't think he's good for the culture, and that's a whole nother topic. But talent wise, yeah, he that guy.
Okay. I'll go next. Why not? So, after cramming in all 22, and I've been watching these players for years, this is my top 5. So, number 1.
Don't hurt him now.
I have Jaden Daniels from LSU. Number 2, I have Caleb Williams.
Okay.
Number 3, I have Drake May, North Carolina. Number 4, I have Michael Penix Jr., Washington. And number 5, I have Jordan Travis, FSU. Now, I feel like Jordan Travis is the forgotten man because he got hurt and everything like that. And that's cool and that's fair. And he has a lot of warts, just like all of these quarterbacks do. Okay. I don't think any of these quarterbacks are for sure slam dunk, can't miss prospect. I just think that some of them have less warts than others. And from what I've seen, Jayden Daniels has played a level of talent and he's exceeded in the SEC, and he won the Heisman Trophy, and he's done a lot of great things. And I like what I've seen from Jayden Daniels, and I decided to put him number 1 on my board over Caleb Williams. Caleb Williams is number 2. He just has a lot of physical tools that he can use. It's just that I think the speed of the game is going to be different when he gets to the league. He's going to have to adjust to that, where I feel like Jayden Daniels is going to have an easier time with it. It's just that I like everything that Jayden Daniels brings to the table, except for his size. He's a little slender for me. So I think the only reason why I put him, I kind of have like trepidation about him is because of his size and staying healthy. So and also Drake May has a lot of physical gifts that I really, really like. And he got a lot of football and like moxie that I like about
Ooh, look at him with the terminology.
But he did struggle this year, but he didn't have any receivers. I still can't get him a pass for that. But I still think he needs to go top 5. I think the first 3 should go top 5. I think Michael Penix Jr. should be that 4th quarterback. And me personally, I would take Jordan Travis 5th because of his production that he had in that last season before he broke his leg. I have J.J. McCarthy right outside of my top 5. It's just the fact that his production that he had at college wasn't that great. And whenever they played good defenses, they never put the game in his hands. They put the game in the offensive line and the running back's hands, which speaks a lot for me.
Question: why you say his production wasn't that great?
Because it wasn't. Did he ever throw over 3,000 yards in college?
He didn't have to though. That's not his fault.
What do you mean? What do you mean? Those are reps that he needs to be a good quarterback.
Well, he had 2 running backs that's going in the draft.
Okay, that's great. So you want to pick JJ McCarthy on the Bengals?
I said he tied 5th for me.
I said he right on the outside. He had number 6. What's so wrong about me having number 6?
You said his production was trash. I'm just saying.
I didn't say it was trash. It just ain't all that great.
Okay.
I mean, let's call it what it is. Let's call it what it is, bro. He never threw for 3,000 yards. He never threw for 25 touchdowns. What do you want me to say? Now, that could be a result of, them running the ball all the time. And
it's Big Ten ball, and they
great.
got.
But if you like that though, Sean, if you a number 1 pick, first round pick, if you like that, wouldn't you want to give the ball to the dude that's a number 1 pick in the draft, a first round pick in the draft?
Well, yes and no. The way Harbaugh runs his team, like everybody say, and what's going to happen with the draft in San Diego? Well, L.A. They like building the offensive line. They like running the ball. That's what he likes to do, man.
You know what? You're right. You're right. So let me do something real quick. But while Darius goes ahead and give us his top
5, your perception.
No. He ain't persuading my perception because I just want to look up something.
He about to look up some stats.
Because I want to prove something to you. But go ahead, Darius. Go ahead.
I want to get to the production.
And I'm about to look at some production. Go ahead.
I'm glad you went before me because I like what you did with your list. Me personally, I ain't going off of draft prospect. I'm going off of how I feel after watching all of these guys on tape. This is how I feel. Number 1 and number 2, very, very slim margin between them. Mm-hmm. At number 1, I also have Jayden Daniels.
Woo!
And at number 2, I have Caleb Williams. I feel like both of these guys were a victim of circumstance. Caleb Williams, he was someplace where they had quarterback controversy and the eyes was on him. He went to USC, the eyes were still on him. He kind of underperformed this past year, but we've seen the talent. Jayden Daniels, I feel like we have definitely seen the talent. I feel like when you put them next to each other, in most categories, Jayden Daniels edges him out. So number 1, Jayden Daniels. Number 2, Caleb Williams. Number 3, I have Michael Penix Jr.
I got him at 4. Okay.
I do too.
At number 4, also have in my list Jordan Travis. And at number 5, I have a tie between Bo Nix and Drake May.
So you're not feeling Drake May like that.
I'm not, but I feel like he's a little overhyped, man. I do feel like he's a little overhyped. I feel like he's the one kid who they always fall in love with because he still fits like the prototypical quarterback build. He's a big kid. You know what I'm saying? They've seen him make some throws, but to me, he ain't jumping off no tape like Justin Herbert was jumping off tape at Oregon or something like that. I understand he played at North Carolina. I don't want to say he gonna be like Daniel Jones because, nigga, we talking about a quarterback that went to fucking North Carolina. But I don't know, man. I don't know. Fucking Josh Allen went to some school, so you never know. Yeah, he went to Wyoming. Fucking Joe Flacco went to Delaware. So you never know. I'm not feeling Drake May as much as everybody else is. Not even close.
Great list, Darius. Great list. Now, the last quarterback that I just want to prove something real quick. We're gonna go back, and so the last quarterback that Jim Harbaugh had that was a first round pick was this guy by the name of Andrew Luck, right? At Stanford. But we all know that Jim Harbaugh runs the ball. And this is what I mean by he will put it in. It doesn't matter. I understand that Jim Harbaugh has a philosophy and it's been working, and he's always done that. He's a run the football type of coach, right? And Sean is right about that. Where he's wrong, and this is where I feel everybody's getting it wrong. So if we're going by how he calls the game and as the head coach. So Andrew Luck's first year, he only threw for 2,500 yards, 13 touchdowns, and 4 interceptions. The second year, he is a sophomore at this point, guys. He threw for 3,338 yards. He had 372 attempts. That's his sophomore year, right? Last year, J.J. McCarthy had 322 attempts. He had 2,700 yards passing. Andrew Luck had 3,300. 32 touchdowns and 8 interceptions. J.J. had 22 and 5. This past season, J.J. had 2,900 yards, 22 touchdowns, exact same number, 1 less interception. The attempts, he had 332. Andrew Luck had even less than that, 288. He had 3,500 yards passing, 37 touchdowns, 10 interceptions. He had 404 attempts. The previous year, he had 372 attempts. So what I'm saying is, if he that dude that even Jim Harbaugh's been saying he's that dude, I mean, why wouldn't he? It's his guy. He would have put it in that man's hands, and he didn't. That's all I'm saying. And it just gives me cause for pause. I see the physical ability. He does have physical ability. I understand this is not hate. This is me watching the tape. You got physical ability. Me personally, the only dudes that I'm taking in the first round is Jake Daniels, Caleb Williams, Drake May, and
so you saying he don't even deserve a first round pick?
No. I'll pick JJ second round. No. I'm not picking.
Is he a better prospect than Mac Jones?
Is he a better prospect? Yeah, yes. I think he's a better prospect than Mac Jones, but I think Mac Jones had more production. But that's also, I think, to do with the receivers that he has. But
that's what I was saying.
Even at that time, but I understand what you're saying. But even now, but if you're looking at, would you draft Mac Jones in the first round?
Hell no.
Hell no. That's what I'm saying. Like, if we really gonna draft him by what they can actually do and what they actually did in college, he's not a first round pick. He's a second to third round pick. Michael Penix Jr. had the production, but his injury risk. I'm not taking him first round because of his injury risk. Jordan Travis, he's hurt. Not taking him first round. The only 3 dudes that I'm gonna take first round in this draft, me personally, from watching the tape, and I have less concerns about, are Jayden Daniels, Caleb Williams, and Drake May. Everybody else I have massive concerns with. JJ, massive concerns with. Michael, massive injury concerns. Same thing for Jordan Travis. But I'm just judging the tape how I see it. I think JJ is around 6 or 7. And then I see where Sean is talking about the physical ability of what is his name? Goodness gracious, from South Carolina quarterback. Goodness. Rattler. Yeah, Spencer Rattler. Yeah,
Spencer Rattler,
he got physical ability. I feel like he's going to be a career backup that has a lot of talent, but he's just never going to put it together. And he's going to be a late round pick. But me personally, I would just want to take three quarterbacks in the first round.
But see, given what you just said, that's how I feel about Drake May, bro. I don't feel like this dude should necessarily go in the first round. What has he done? Jaden
That's
Daniels and Michael Penix Jr. come with a little bit of injury risk, I guess. Michael Penix Jr. is 2 years removed from his last major injury, and he led his team to the national championship. They say Jaden Daniels frail, but he won the Heisman. Shit, Drake May been healthy. Shit, he ain't did shit, but just get talked about.
Mm-hmm.
It is a fair criticism, and this is also why, and this is gonna be the first time, but not the last time you're gonna hear me say this. A lot of these dudes that they pumping up as quarterbacks to go in the first round just aren't first round picks. Let's just keep it what it is. If you watch the tape, you're like, I'm not taking this dude first round.
It's the product of the class that they in.
Yeah.
But this is what they do. They value their picks so much. They value their picks more than they do than the actual players are actually doing the job at the NFL level. So I'm just saying. Me personally, I will only take a shot on 3 of the dudes that's in the draft class. I wouldn't take any shots on any other dudes, not in the first round at least. Everybody else to me is a second or third rounder.
So you think all the quarterbacks should be second round?
No, like from their talent wise, just like as far as talent, Michael Penix Jr. is a first round talent. I can't do it. Like the injury risk, just like, you know what I'm saying? Like you see how he played with the ribs stuff, like it's just the injury risk. I'd be too scared.
Like, if he can stay healthy,
if he can stay healthy,
gonna be mad they slept on him
him
like they slept on Lamar Jackson. Bro.
Yes, I agree with that because the talent is there. The accuracy, the accuracy,
right.
Man, he can play. You know, he can spin that thing. It's just, man, them injuries, bro. And all of them.
They let him go to the second round. We gonna draft.
And you probably will.
We gonna trade Wesley.
You probably will.
I'm gonna ask y'all this quick off the wall question. If Jordan Travis doesn't get hurt, do you feel like he's in the mix with the Jaden Daniels and Caleb Williams conversation?
Of course.
I think
Top 3 all day.
I think so.
He was balling.
I think so because he was producing at such a rate that it was undeniable at that point. Like, you know what I mean? And yeah, you couldn't deny that man at least a first round grade or a top 10 grade because he was just doing his thing, and he was the reason why they were winning the way that they were. So, yeah, I agree with that. I know this wasn't on the docket, but we gotta hit this before we gotta hit it. Stefon Diggs, man. Stefon Diggs to the Texans for a second round.
I told y'all niggas, man. Hey, I told you, man.
Listen, first of all,
fuck the Bills.
Here on this channel, we've been on It's Over for the Bills. We've been on that. Y'all just now getting here. Welcome to the party. We've been on that, bro.
The party, nigga.
We've been on that. The only person that I seen on TV that was saying that the Bills window was closed was Nick Wright, and that's just because he a Chiefs fan. And he said the rival that he has that's more concerned about, he said, I'm more concerned about Joe Burrow and the Bengals than I am the damn Bills. Like, they ain't won shit. We ain't gonna lose to them. And their window is closed. Look at how the receiver is acting. Look how the coach, they having problems with the coach, and they should fire him, and then all of a sudden they're gonna keep him. Like,
bro, they changed the rules for these niggas.
It's still
they changed the rules for them, and not only after they changed the rules for the Bills, that wasn't good enough. They was like, and we need home field, and they got home field advantage.
Definitely.
And still lost.
It's over with, bro. They lost like 7 players on the defense. Then Stefon Diggs, shit.
They wanted the Bills to win really badly.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, because they were the only team that was really complaining like that, Blair. Like they was out there, they was the ones out front center. Yeah, we need to change this. Yeah, we need to change that. They did all that shit for you, and you still lost, dog.
Every time.
Lost. And at this point, if you bring in all these young receivers and you traded Stephon Diggs for a second round pick, bro, next year.
They traded Davis, man. I don't know what the fuck they got going.
Davis got signed by Jacksonville, right? Davis got signed by Jacksonville.
Davis gone.
Is Shakir there?
I don't know. I'm gonna have to look that up.
What'd you say?
Shakir.
No.
They
had the list. I'm about to pull it up right now.
Yeah, that's what I'm gonna try on. Dang, they lost Poyer too? Jeez.
Yeah,
they lost all their secondary.
They ain't making
White gone.
They ain't making the playoffs. I'm telling you that right now.
So who gonna come out of the playoffs there? The Dolphins?
Yeah.
Yeah. And,
it's the Dolphins to lose. The Dolphins and the Jets. That's the ones that's competing. Because where did what's the name that signed that we didn't sign, Sean? Because we signed other buddy.
He ain't signed nowhere yet. Michael Becton or whatever.
Mekhi Becton. Yeah, he still ain't signed nowhere.
Nope.
Should have signed with them Bengals, man.
Nah, he shouldn't have. We good with Big Brown.
I know.
70.
I'm just saying, you can have a job already.
We good. I mean, I would like to have him because of the youth.
I would like to have him because of the youth, and it gives us depth, and we can move him around. I think he can play guard or tackle.
I think we're gonna draft a tackle.
Probably, but I don't want to overdraft that. I don't want to get ahead on the what's thing. But who got the better? I hate to. It sounds stupid when I'm saying it. Who got the better end of this trade? Because I've been hearing a lot of people argue about this, and I don't know how they can argue for the Bills. But niggas is trying.
Houston.
Who got the better end of the trade, dog?
Yeah, Houston all day.
Yeah, there's no way you don't think Houston didn't get the. You got a team who was already stacked off of the moves they was doing. And then they top it off.
Diggs for a year.
Yes.
Yeah, and they wrote off the rest of his contract.
Yes. Listen, man. I think I just seen something where they said this is the first time in NFL history that the team in the offseason adds a 1,000-yard receiver, 1,000-yard running back, and a 10-sack producing defensive end, all in the same offseason. They are going for it.
Yeah, they are all in.
And people in the people in Dallas, Texas is pissed because people are saying, hey, Dallas, this is what all in looks like. You hearing Jerry Jones say we going all in? Nah, dog. This is what it looks like right here. But I can't be mad because Dak got all the money, dog. What you gonna do?
Hey, I don't want to talk too fast, but motherfucking, that's how I feel with Joe Burrow.
Hey, Joe got all the money, dog. Hey, it is what it is. Once you play your quarterback, you got to find creative ways to win games, bro. And you got to be the reason why we winning on offense. And that's the difference. And that's going to be the issue.
Y'all about to be last in the division again.
Hey, man.
Yeah.
I doubt that. I doubt that. But yeah, it's easy. It's easy the Texans got the better end of this deal. They offense is now stupid, ridiculous. They just I think they're just gonna focus on defense in the NFL draft and just try to get better. Because
they ain't got no interior lineman though, the Texans though. They need to get some defensive linemen.
Yeah, and that's what I'm saying. I think that's where, because we took their defensive tackle, so I think that's where they're going to focus next is on the defense. And hey, man, they coming, bro. They coming. They like, hey, we got to quarterback on the rookie deal.
They're the best team in the AFC South.
Oh yeah, that's easy. I'm talking about they coming for top spots, like outside of the division. Is what I'm saying. Like they coming.
Would you move them ahead of Buffalo?
Yeah.
Yes. On paper, I mean, you know, we got to see it happen. Yeah, we got to see it happen. But on paper, yes,
Man,
because literally all Buffalo got right now is Josh Allen and James Cook. Stephon Diggs is gone. The other receiver is gone.
mm-hmm.
So your top two receivers gone. Hoyer's
They
gone.
got them 2 tight ends. They got what's the dude's name? Knox and
Knox and Kincaid.
And Kincaid.
Hey, they
can run 2 tight end sets. They just got to get receivers.
Not Hernandez and Gronk. So shit.
Not at this point. Not at this point.
I like Kincaid, but
I like
a lot of that is because Stephon Diggs is commanding a double team. So
they got to draft receivers, man. I mean,
they lost so much on the defense.
It's a lot of receivers, man. They might be the team to move up and go grab one of them top 3 receivers.
Possibly, but what you going?
Von Miller is old now.
What you gonna give up
like that, right?
Yeah, it happens just like that. Just like that. I mean, they in a bad place, man. They got a lot of work to do.
Yeah, so who got that argument on who had the better trade, that's just ridiculous.
I think it was my man Mike from Mike and Mike, from Brother from Another. I think he was just trying to play devil's advocate. Dog, don't even do it.
Oh, and then I can't believe I gotta say this again. I'm tired of people trying to give this nigga Josh Allen a cop out, bruh. Come on, man.
Nope.
I'm tired of it, bruh. Come on with the cop out stuff, bro. Every quarterback get criticized. It don't matter. Guess what? This nigga Peyton Manning was killing niggas in the regular season, winning these MVPs and all of that shit. Guess what they were saying? Hey, when time for the rubber to meet the road, shit, this nigga can't get over this damn Tom Brady hump, nigga. You know what I'm saying? Like that shit. They gonna talk about every quarterback who gets paid except for the nigga who wins. So I don't understand why everybody's like, oh man, we so hard on Josh Allen and blah, 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 blah. You ain't do that shit to Lamar Jackson, and this nigga got 2 MVPs. 2. We stay on this nigga nuts, bro. Stay on this nigga nuts about, well, you know, this is what we saying about when you're this type of quarterback, and is he really that good of a passer, and blah, 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 blah. When him and this nigga Josh Allen done been the same length in the motherfucking playoffs. Josh Allen probably done won a game or 2 more, but this nigga Lamar Jackson got 2 MVPs. I'm the best of all my peers, not just quarterback.
Right.
And he still get the crazy criticism, bro. Joe Burrow now gets the crazy criticism. Justin Herbert get the crazy criticism. What make Josh Allen exempt from the criticism, nigga?
Because they like him.
Yeah, I think it has a lot to do with that.
Because they like him.
Great white hype. I'm just gonna keep it funky.
Because they like him. Period. Point blank. He's the most physically gifted guy that they like. The other guys that's physically gifted, they don't like.
And see, of course.
Not like that.
Because when Josh Allen does it, it's because, oh man, that's just the wonder of Josh Allen. You know what I'm saying? It's never shit. Well, his career is going to come to an end. His career is going to be short because of what he do.
Yeah, and somebody made this comparison earlier that I've seen that Josh Allen is basically the new age Cam Newton.
I like that
Nah.
comparison.
I
He
like
can
that
throw
comparison.
better than Cam Newton.
Cam got an MVP.
But Cam has an MVP, but he said their
Cam
their
has-
And
careers
he
are
took his
mirroring
team
each
to
other.
himself.
He said their careers are pretty much mirroring each other. He said Cam Newton lost Steve Smith. Now Josh Allen has lost Diggs. Where is he gonna go here? Where are you gonna go from here? Excuse me, the Panthers took that and they turned that into Ted Ginn Jr. and they went to the Super Bowl. Who is the Bills going to be able to take this through to? But also what they're missing out is that Carolina also had a defense, so he didn't have to score 30 points a game. So not only did he lose defense, he lost his best receivers.
Points,
So
yeah. I feel like Cam. I do think Josh Allen is a better thrower than Cam. I think Cam is a better athlete.
yeah, easy.
Cam did win the MVP, so
And I think Cam Newton was smarter with the football too.
yeah, he was just inaccurate as
He's
fuck.
just inaccurate. I think Josh tends to force everything, which makes him look stupid as a quarterback. And that's frustrating because you're like, why did you try to throw that ball? You're not, I don't care how strong your arm is. You're not going to be able to fit that in there.
Because he a gunslinger, man. That's what gunslingers do.
What they love
right.
about it, the guns.
Yeah, he a gunslinger.
He's
This
a
nigga is,
gunslinger.
yeah, he run like Cam Newton when it come to throwing. This nigga is Brett Favre. This nigga like, fuck it. I can throw that bitch there.
I can get it in there.
Yep.
I guess, bro. I guess. But that's going to wrap it up for us today. Continue to like, share, and subscribe. We appreciate y'all for sticking around with us for this good hour or so. But next week again, NFL Draft Talk. We're going to break down 2 positions and whatever's hot in the news, man. But until then, like, share, subscribe, and comment down below. Deuce.
Peace.